Hello everyone, this is Charles Mudawa, your ICT teacher. Now today our topic that we are going to look at is the introduction to computers. Now when we are talking about introduction to computers, the subtopics and objectives are describing a computer. A student at the end of the lesson should also identify different parts of a computer and their uses. Then also a student in this topic must be able to make a distinction between information and data. A student should also be able to describe the information processing cycle. Now, let's move on to the topic. As I said, we need to first of all make an introduction by defining what a computer is. A computer is an electronic device that receives data, processes data, stores the data, produces a result which we call output. I normally, in my simple terms, I normally say that a computer actually is like a human being. We take in, we take out. I'll explain as we move on. We must also know what a computer system is. So a computer system is more than a box with components. Okay? That is a computer system. Now, it comprises of 4 elements that make up a machine fully useful. 1, hardware. Who can help us to define hardware? Hardware, these are physical parts of a computer that you can see and touch. Okay? For example, I can see the keyboard and I can touch it. I am seeing it, but I'm also touching it. So this is an example of what? A hardware. I can also see a mouse. Okay? I can touch it. Let's move on. Software. Software. How can we define software? These are sets of instructions that tell a computer what to do. Are we together? When we get to the third element, that is data. Data, these are raw facts, figures, symbols, as simple as that. Okay? Then lastly, the last element are the users. We, the people who use the computer ourselves. Are we together? Yes. Now, I have explained a computer system. So we have, among the elements, can we remind ourselves, we have data, we have hardware, we have software, and me, the computer user. I hope we are together. So I've already explained the computer hardware. So we now need to know this hardware. It comprises of the following. We have the input devices. Okay. For example, I gave an example of a keyboard. It's an input device. I gave another example is this one. It's an input device. We also have the second category of computer hardware being processing devices, like the microprocessor chips. Okay. We also have storage devices. For example, hard disk, CDs, and so on. The last category of computer hardware, output devices. For example, that monitor, okay, my printer right there, and so on and so forth. Yeah, because this is an online lesson, I'll not give many examples, but you can see an example here. Okay, you can see how I have named those parts. Okay, we have the monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer. Those are parts of a computer hardware. Okay, and we now move on with our lesson. We now need to describe. I've already talked about computer software. I've talked about the other one. Software, we said these are electronic instructions that tell a computer what to do or how to perform a particular task. All together. Someone else can say that computer software can be grouped into system software and application software.